Welcome back to HP Midweek. My name is Jim Knight. I am the Connections Pastor here at HP.
And my name's Chelsea, and I'm the Connections Coordinator. And today we're going to get to know the Connections team, which is us, and we're going to start off with a few questions. So here we go. All right, so everyone sees you with your signature coffee mug. That's the signature. If you're without it, they don't recognize you. So question is, what do you prefer, hot coffee or iced coffee?
I prefer hot coffee, but I love iced coffee as well.
Okay.
But if I had to choose one or the other, almost always hot coffee.
I mean, that makes sense. You have your mug.
Okay,
So
what about you?
I will never drink hot coffee.
For real?
I can't do it.
This mug right here, by the way, Chelsea gave me this mug, and that's why she wanted me to have this as a prop.
It's a great mug. All right, you're up next. Next question.
All right, the next question. Chelsea, this question is for you. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh, hands down, cookies and cream. Okay, and the reason for that is when I was younger, my grandma and grandpa always had it in the freezer, and my grandpa wouldn't share it with anyone except for the grandkids. So it just has that nostalgic feeling, but it's just a great flavor.
Okay, that's interesting because my favorite flavor of ice cream is coffee ice cream.
Okay.
And
Which isn't shocking at all.
I actually liked coffee ice cream before I liked coffee.
Oh, okay.
And that was also because of my grandfather.
Oh, interesting.
My grandfather, whenever I was in the car with him, he would want to stop somewhere and find coffee ice cream.
Nice.
So I became a coffee ice cream flavor. The next thing I know, 30 years later, I'm a coffee addict thanks to my grandpa.
It started all with ice cream. All right, so what's your most used emoji when you're texting? I could tell you, but I think you can come up with it.
My most used emoji, I kind of like the one that's a happy face, but it's got glasses and it's got a weird kind of smile to it. Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, obviously the glasses.
The glasses on the emoji are a lot cooler than my glasses.
I tend to overuse, and I probably need to stop. The blushed face emoji that's got the hands like this and smiling.
Yeah, okay. I see that.
It works for a lot of situations, so I tend to.
It's your signature
I think
emoji.
so.
Okay.
I think so.
All right, that's good. Okay, I've got a question for you. If you could have one of these two superpowers, which one would you choose?
Okay.
Would you choose invisibility or would you choose supersonic strength?
It's a really good question. I would probably do invisibility. I just feel like if there's a situation I want to get out of, or if there's something I want to check out, no one needs to know. I can just get out of there.
It's because you can do stuff and not get caught. That's why you want to be invisibility. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, if I had to decide, well, it's not hard for me.
Okay.
I'm definitely invisibility.
Okay.
I mean, I'm already super strong.
I see. You work out right.
There's no need for me to try to be super stronger.
All right.
Invisibility.
Invisibility works.
That's what I choose.
All right. All right, so this is a good question.
Okay.
And I've already asked this in our personal life, but I'd love for everyone to know. How did you meet your wife, Nikki? I like the smirk that he gives.
I met Nikki on a blind date.
Oh, nice.
We had a mutual friend. I was living in Oklahoma City. Nikki was living in Texas.
Okay.
And Nikki had a friend who lived in Oklahoma City, who was also a friend of mine, and went to the same church. And she kept trying to get us together.
Okay, so a little matchmaking.
It was kind of a matchmaker. I never wanted to do it. Never. I just I don't want to be set up. Never. I don't want to do it.
Oh.
One night on a Wednesday night, this girl Sarah, hi Sarah, called me and said, "Okay, my friend Nikki's coming to visit me this weekend. She'll be here Friday. Do you want to meet her?"
Okay.
And she caught me at a weak moment. I had no out, and so I said yes. Okay, I will. So we met.
Okay.
And we went out to eat, and we had a great time. And Nikki fell instantly in love with me.
Oh, sure. I'm sure we need to check with Nikki on that.
No, this is verifiable. Nikki fell madly in love.
Okay.
And I couldn't keep her away from me.
Sure.
And that's how we kind of met. Now, it was a blind date. Most people have asked me or told me that it must have been a blind date. She must have been blind in order to choose me. And that's probably.
You said that, I did.
That's probably true. Anyway, that's a long story. But that's how we met. How did you meet your husband, BJ?
It's pretty interesting. I was playing volleyball at Olivet my senior year, and he walked in and was my athletic trainer. And technically, we probably shouldn't have been dating, so we dated secretly. during the fall. Then I moved to Nashville and we did long distance in the spring. And then it worked on long distance. So we actually had to secretly date. We went to the movie theaters and like got our tickets separately and then met in the theater in the dark so no one would see us. So
that's why you chose Invisibility for your
Ooh,
stream. So you could date
nice.
DJ. I know,
I wish I had that back then. Nice. All right, so some people may ask, what does the Connections pastor really do?
Yeah, a lot of people ask that. What does the Connections pastor actually do? Okay, here's what I do. If you are single and are trying to meet somebody, I connect you. If you want a brunette, I can hook you up.
No.
This is actually not true, but believe it or not, there have been several people who thought that is what I do as Connection Pastor. I do try to connect folks, but not in that way. I try to get them connected into our small groups, or really try to get them connected into all areas of the church. Any place that we can get them involved and get connected. That's kind of what I do.
Nice.
So don't try to hook me up to set you up.
He's not a matchmaker, even though it worked out for you. You were.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a great point. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe the person that set us up should have been the Connections pastor.
There's the connection.
Okay. What made you want to work in the Connections area?
You know, reading this question, it made me think back. I've been in the church my entire life, so I feel like naturally I've been a part of life groups. I've been a volunteer. I have helped out in a lot of areas. So for me now, as my job, I get to help people then do that. So, and I think a lot of times we talk about this from the stage a lot, but we really do life better together, and I really do believe that. And so I get to help people do that every single day. So yeah, I love it.
Did it have anything to do with like who was the Connections pastor? Like,
I mean, that was a slight deterrent, but I pushed past that.
That's great. Well, we're glad you decided to work in spite of the Connections pastor.
Thank you.